The BJP Central Election Committee is likely to meet on 29th, and the first list of roughly around 90 to 100 candidates could be announced in the next 48 hours, is what sources are telling us. There was a meeting that was held on Saturday, which was chaired by Mr. JP Nadda and Home Minister Amit Shah, in which several key states were discussed. Akhilesh ji, my colleague who tracks the government and the BJP with me, is with us. Akhilesh ji, so are we to believe that this will be the first list which will be released much before the model code of conduct is in place?
That's correct, Marya. In fact, this is for the first time that the BJP is going to announce the candidates even before the Lok Sabha elections are announced. We know that most likely in the second week of March, the Election Commission is going to announce the dates for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, and immediately after that, the model code of conduct will come into force. But this is for the first time that the BJP is going to experiment that, even before the elections are announced, the party is going to come up with the list of the candidates. If you recall, Marya, in the recently held assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, and Telangana, the BJP did the same thing. It had come up with the list of the candidates even before the Election Commission had announced the assembly elections. And the reason being is very simple, that, party will give enough time to the candidates, especially in those seats which are weak for the BJP, so that they can have enough time to prepare themselves. And especially we've been told by the sources that as far as the UP is concerned, the BJP is going to come up with another strategy where you see that Samajwadi Party has already announced more than 30 candidates.
That's
so
right.
Party will definitely target those seats where SP has already announced the candidates, so that those candidates have time to counter those candidates of
So
the
they are
Samajwadi
better
Party.
prepared.
They are better prepared for that.
Okay.
And in the first list, we've been told by the sources that, of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's name will be there. In the first name will be there from Varanasi, his constituency in Uttar Pradesh, and of course, Home Minister Amit Shah, and senior ministers like Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and Surface Transport Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari. All these ministers will be figuring in that first list.
In that first list. So there was a lot of speculation. I'm going to ask about that as well, Akhilesh ji, before we shift our focus to because there's a long list perhaps of the candidates who could be replaced. So the BJP, like always, will be going in for fresh faces. What is the basis of this? Is it anti-incumbency against the local candidate, or is it also some other basis on which it is being decided? But first up, there is this speculation that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in order to show the seriousness of the party, that they are very serious about 130 seats in southern India, could contest from a seat in the southern India as well. Will you be able to guess on that?
No, the sources have completely ruled it out. They are saying that the question does not arise. I mean, though it sounds very tempting as far as the BJP is concerned. If Prime Minister Narendra Modi contests one seat from North India, is Varanasi, and another seat from South India, maybe one seat in Tamil Nadu. So that way BJP can balance both South and North India. But BJP sources also said there are other sides of this decision also. Like if you do that, after winning both seats, you have to give up one seat, and which seat you have to give up.
Yeah.
That will send a very strong message.
That's right.
Because the next time, very immediately, you will see in the next 2-3 years, UP Assembly election will be there.
That's right.
So he cannot.
And it will not be the same thing like giving up Baroda and continuing as continuing with a member of.
So this question does not arise as far as the BJP is concerned. They are saying very clearly that PM will contest only from Varanasi. But of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as we are talking today, is in South India. He was in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, and that his, I think, third or fourth visit beginning this year. So that very clearly shows that how PM Narendra Modi is targeting the South Indian states, especially because BJP knows it very well that in the North India and also in the West India, the party has reached to a saturation point.
That's right.
So if it has to
reach that number of 370,
it needs some new catchment areas. Where are those catchment areas? They are basically in the South India.
And in 2019, interestingly, the BJP had won only 30 seats in total of 130 in these 6 southern states. So the party realizes that the challenge is in southern India, and will they be able to break that bastion of sort which is of Dravidian politics such as Tamil Nadu? Now the next question is that on Saturday, when there was that meeting, the Prabharis, also the core committee members of several states were in attendance. They were meeting Mr. Shah and Mr. Nadda one after the other in groups. Akhilesh ji. So are we to believe that in the first list, it will be likely that will be Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka that could find their names? And will it be mostly of those seats that the BJP lost in 2019?
Well, there are 160 seats, a list which has been prepared by the BJP, where party either lost in 2019 or won with a very thin majority. So party has been focusing on those 161 seats, in fact, for the past 2 years. Various senior ministers, they've been given the responsibility to strengthen the party cadre in those seats where the party considers itself to be weak. And we've been told by the sources that in the first list, which is going to likely come on 29th of February, 90 to 100 names are likely to be there. And it will be a mix where the BJP had won last time, like the sitting MPs, and also some MPs, some seats where the BJP lost last time. So it will be a mixed kind of a list. And of course, BJP, as you know very well, you also covered BJP in government for so many years. So you know it very well that the BJP does not want to take chances, and to beat anti-incumbency, party denies ticket to various sitting MPs and MLAs also. So in the last Lok Sabha elections, we have seen that around 100 MPs were denied tickets. So the similar formula can be repeated this time also, and largely in Uttar Pradesh and states like Bihar and Madhya Pradesh, especially North India, where BJP has 90 to 100% strike rate. In those states, BJP is going to deny various sitting MPs tickets.
So that will have MPs worried, because that will be an end of political journey for several of them.
But I mean, BJP actually is not concerned about that, because
it's about winning the election.
Yeah, as today you can see in Uttar Pradesh what's happening, where many Samajwadi Party MLAs actually voting for the BJP.
Yes,
so that will be a big moral booster for the BJP.
That's right.
And we also seen that in Himachal Pradesh, which is Congress-ruled states, there are reports that there is a lot of cross voting happening.
Imagine.
So that very clearly shows that how BJP is on a high pedestal right
now. So there is one speculation again. In order to showcase that the BJP is looking at Southern India very, very seriously, is there a possibility that Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar could contest?
Well, I do not think so. Just like Prime Minister Narendra Modi is not going to contest from South India, these two senior ministers, External Affairs Minister Mr. Jaishankar and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, they are not likely to contest. Though Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mr. Prahlad Joshi had made a statement yesterday in Bengaluru. He said that these two ministers will be contesting from South India. These two are basically they are member of the Rajya Sabha. Their term is Jaishankar is from Gujarat and Nirmala Sitharaman from Karnataka, and the term is still there for the next 3-4 years. So they actually there's no necessity for them to contest the Lok Sabha elections. And the top sources have also indicated today that as far as Nirmala Sitharaman is concerned, there's no question of her contesting, because so far there's no proposal. So I do not think, but of course there are other ministers who will be contesting, because they are not renominated to the Rajya Sabha. Apart from two ministers, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnaw and L. Murugan, no other minister. There are 9 ministers whose term is expiring right now. But out of 9, only 2 have been renominated.
That means the other 7 will be...
Other means like Dharmendra Pradhan,
yes, he is contesting from a constituency in Odisha.
Mansukh Mandviya, all of them are going to
contest from various constituencies. So, okay, so let's wrap up this conversation. Akhilesh ji and I will continue to brief you regularly about what are the developments which are happening in the BJP and the government and in other political parties in the run-up to these elections. So what we can say now is 29th is when the Central Election Committee of the BJP meets. Prime Minister will be in attendance at the BJP headquarters. Top leaders will be in attendance. And the first list is likely to come out. Akhilesh ji, your last word.
I think so, on maybe 29th or maybe on the 1st of March.
Okay, 1st of March,
there's a possibility that, but even before the elections are announced, the first list will be there. This is what sources have indicated. It was supposed to take place in the last week of January. They already delayed it for 1 month. So sources are telling that the list is ready. It just needs the approval of the Central Election Committee, and that is likely to take place on
29. All right. Thank you so much for watching.